Okay, we are live. This is Frank Diorio from DioramaWorkshop.com, and welcome to another week in review, this time for April 16 to 22nd. And I'm going to talk about first what is new on the site, which I will spin the camera and point at the screen for a little while, and then I'll talk about some of the off-topic site things that are still relevant that you might be interested in. And so let's go on with that. So let's spin the camera to the screen here. There we go. And we're going to talk about latest news for this week. So I got the pen in my hand. So you go to Home, Latest News. When you're visiting and you want to see what's going on, let's scroll down first to the 16th. This is where we're starting. So this is the new news of this week, 16 all the way up to the 17th and all of that. So first thing that we did that I posted this week was a cinema comparison, a new photo. In case you don't know about these are photos that I paste the actual movie frame and the diorama that I made. And so if you scroll in the news, I'll just go to the direct link, which is this one, I believe. And so this is what I posted. You'll be able to see better close-up versions, obviously, online when you visit the website, and you'll be able to stay on the image and stick your head as close as you want, and you don't have to just watch it from the phone. So that was cinema comparisons that I did. I have plenty more. I'm going to be updating. Obviously, I update every day and often these days, so stay tuned to see more of those. And then in terms of blueprints, what I did this week is I did the blueprints for the Death Star basic hallway, which would be in a Star Wars tutorial. So if I click on that, and then I would see over here blueprints and the Death Star. So if you click on that, those of you who want to build this at home will be able to do that. Hey Herman, how are you? And so basically this is the way that I've done it now is you have PDFs. So you click on the blueprint that you want to download. It will show up with the cover, and then you print this on your computer. And the cat is going crazy at the door. She wants to play. She's been bugging me for 15 minutes. I'm hearing, meow, meow, let me in, let me in. So this blueprint has been made available this week. And then if we go back to the tutorials section, we have the making of also, which was, if I click back, this over here. So the making of using that blueprint is available right now for you on the website. And so you have all of the different pictures here with the instructions at the bottom. And then if you click on one of the photos, then it goes full screen. Then you can use the arrows to just go see exactly what the steps are on how to build your Death Star at home. And so it's as easy as that. And then what else did I do? I added lots of decals on the site for you to go and play with. I have in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, I added the Star Destroyer bridge, and that was requested by Bobby Pierce, who wanted to build that with his son. And so if you ask me, you can get prioritized and pushed ahead of the list of what I was normally going to put. And so these are the Star Destroyer bridge decals, and you can print this in order to make the Star Destroyer bridge. And all these decals obviously are free online. I never charged for my decals. I just ask that you don't build and use my decals to build and sell it on eBay. I'll come and hunt you down if that happens. And so this again is PDF form now, so that you print this and it prints all the pages for you, and you can print either on regular paper and then use a glue stick, or you can print on sticker sheets in order to do that. And then some more decals that I put for you guys this week was in episode 1 is Theed Core Walls, where Darth Maul has his duel. with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. So these are wall textures that you can go and print at home. And the last ones are one of the fan favorites from Empire Strikes Back as well. And this was the exact same decals used at Celebration 5 in 2010. If I go to Empire Strikes Back tutorials and I go to here, decals, you will see the medical center for Echo Base Medical Center, which is where Back to Luke figure was. So these are all of the blueprints, all the textures that you need in order to build that diorama. This was one of the fan favorites from the convention, and a lot of people have built this and sent me photos of what it looks like. And it's been high request, so that's why I put that one on the first of the Empire Strikes Back decals. And then one of the cool features that I have on the site now, as you many of you must know by now, is in the gallery I have visitors dioramas, and I posted two visitor dioramas this week. So we have Roger Smith, who sent in his Queen Arrival diorama, which is really cool, and it's to display the Hasbro the big queen ship that they made for episode 1. And so he actually built this like really cool shelf sort of like display, and so the ship goes onto that on the wall, and then the figures go, so it actually looks like one of the platforms from the movie. So I thought that was a cool way to actually display one of your ships, because the ships are hard to put in a diorama because they're so big, unless it's a pod race or something like this. But this was a really cool way to do it. So you have all these other photos that you can go and look from his diorama. And then the other person that who submitted that I posted was Daniel Chart. He did Obi-Wan Kenobi house, and that's pretty cool. And so you have the whole like story here where you have all the various scenes or angles. So you have when Ben is talking to Luke, and then he goes to get his lightsaber, and then he hands him the lightsaber, and then Luke turns the lightsaber on. And yeah, this is a really cool diorama. It's a lot of fun. And then there's some little widescreen modifications I did for him using his photos, because they were really cool. Just to show you guys, see, when you put your photos in a widescreen, then it makes it the same ratio as the movie. And so it looks like, you know, even more impressive for your diorama. And then you go like, oh, is that the movie or is it the diorama, and different things. And it, for me, it makes me smile. I just love seeing like scenes that you people make in this format, as well as when I take photos for my own format like that. So anyhow, those are the two visitors. I've had other submissions that were sent that I'm working on to post this week. So if you made a diorama, make sure you go on the gallery. In the visitors submission info over here, you will get this page that has all the information on how to send your photos to me, so that I can create a page in your name and show the whole world what you did. And so it has the links to the email and all the information like that. So that's where you want to go if you want to send in your diorama, and please do, because we want to share with other people. And so what else did I add on the site this week? We go to the conventions, and then Celebration 4, which was the 2007 Ewoks convention. So in this one, I just posted our arrival and setup photos. So these are exclusive crew photos that we took ourselves the day before the actual show. So no one, the public, is not allowed backstage or there at this time of the convention. So this is, if you want to see what it was like, how to, you know, for me and John and the others to have worked on the convention, and then you just click on the photo you want to watch. There's a little caption there describing what we did, and so then it shows you everything from our arrival, and we had to load the palette, and bring all of the stuff that we carried with us from California to San Francisco, and then we zoom. Oh, and inside, that's the sign that they made Lucasfilm for me. Made me smile so much when I saw that. And go back one. See, this is inside the convention, and then the same thing. This is the booth. Those are the prototypes that I had made in San Francisco while working at ILM. On the weekends, we did the prototypes. And then this is Jamie and me. Jamie has been with me since Celebration 2. You might know him as Seeloff online. He's one of the best customizers out there. And then this is the whole size of our booth. It was like pretty insane. So anyway, there's lots more photos for you to watch on this page. All you have to do is go into the Celebration 4 convention page. I don't know what that click. I'm trying to do like Boss Nass or something. I can't even redo the sound I just did. I don't know how the hell I did that sound. Anyhow, and then the other photos I put was in Celebration 7, and if you click on that, I did in the latest news. Actually, I'm going to show you a little trick. Okay. Obviously, there's things that if you go online every day and you're surfing the net and all that, or the net, my site, I should say, you might discover things that haven't been posted yet. This is when you go in latest news. This is only news. This is only the things that I posted to let you know what I just did or what new items are on the site. But there's a little trick that I'm going to show you in a while that you can see more than just this before people who look at only the news will find out. But before I do that, I can just go into these two Celebration 7 links. So I did a upload of the video that I had done in 2015. So this was from archive. You can now play it embedded on the site or on the YouTube channel. And it's the pre-show vlog when we were allowed to finally do the announcement to the public about the convention. So this is Celebration 7, our Bespin adventure that we did in 2015. And then the other thing that I added from the news is the photo Welcome to Bespin, which is all of the pictures from the different movie stills explaining to the people what the options, the potential of what we will be building. See, these are all the different Bespin, the designs. And so this is the photos that I used to inspire myself to know, okay, this is how we're going to build the scenery and all this stuff like that. So this is all the different rooms. And so that is there. But what I was going to tell you, and here's the two tricks, okay, guys? And, well, before I do the trick is, well, yeah, okay, I'll do the trick and then I'll turn the camera back onto me because I think if I look at my pages, we're pretty much done after that. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so the trick is if you go and look at home latest news, right, then what you see is all the news posts that I've put, right? So from all the past, you can go into these past pages over here on these links over there. And if not, then what you can do also is at the bottom of each page, okay, you have a news archive here and it says select month. Now, obviously, I just launched the site in April, so the only month is there is April. But then if, you know, once we say that we're into summer, then you'll have April, May, June, July, etc. and blah, blah, blah. So if you click on News Archive, this doesn't show you only the news, what's in latest news, but it shows you everything that I posted on the site. So you get to see things before anyone else who only reads that. Meaning that, see, if you go here, these are not news. These are the actual pages. These are posts that you will see either by clicking on one of the links, or if you go into a news item, the news obviously is everything that has written news on the top of the little license plate image there. So this is the news telling you I put up a decal, I put up visitor dioramas, I put up Celebration 4, etc. But this, see, this is the actual feature picture from the page of the arrival. So if you click on this, you'll go to the news of me announcing that this has been put online. But if you click on this, then you're going to go directly to this page. Now, the thing is that if you go to latest news, you're not going to see these. You're only going to see the news. So if I go to the top of these over here, then you can see that, the last news was this. I'll talk about this in a little while. But see, these Celebration 7 is the news that I put here. However, all of these are pages from Celebration 7 that I haven't done in news yet, because I'm going to announce it tomorrow to sort of like spread out the news a little bit. So if you go and use the bottom link, then you can see all these things ahead of time before I create the news things. That's a long explanation, isn't it, for just telling you to go and click on that link. Anyhow, so again, on any page at the bottom is the news archive. Click on that, select the month, and then it'll show you. The other way that you can do also is in the shortcut category. You click here, and then these are all the categories that are listed. So you have decals, Diorio dioramas, how many figures, making of episode 4, materials, episode 4, news, post-production, all these things. So if you want to see only certain things, if I only want to see decals for episode 5, you can click on that, and then it'll load you that this is what's available for episode 5 in terms of decals. And so obviously you can also have fun going into, the website like this, and then if you go to tutorials, and then you'll be able to see all of the different things that are uploaded on the site based on tutorials for episode 4 and so on. So as I'm putting content in the next, not the next few days because I'm not stopping, but I'm saying as new content comes online, you're going to be seeing things being added to these pages. That's why if you go to a page and there's none of these little icons, that's because I haven't done anything for those pages yet. But you'll be seeing a lot of that as we go along. So that's it for the website update for now. And then I'll just flip the camera like this. Hold on, I'll go back to here so that I'm looking at you. But now I have to look at the iPad just to see if I'm framed okay, because there's a delay, 7-second delay. There I am. Okay. So what I wanted to say is that the celebrations, I uploaded some of the celebration pages just to show you an idea of what that looks like. And as you know, because I produced the celebration diorama builders booths as well as the website dioramaworkshop.com, then dioramaworkshop.com is essentially the official diorama builders website. So this is the only place where you can see behind the scenes official crew coverage that you can't see anywhere else on the net. So that's why you have more than 15 years of photos and videos that will eventually be put online, because in the past, with all work and all these things, I was very into procrastination and nothing went on. And so this brings me to one of the other points, was that Friday I hit my 100th post on the new design, which is kind of cool because in 10 days I put loaded 100 pages of content, compared to that's more than I did in 3 last years with the old design. So, as we keep going, you're going to be seeing more and more content every day. So that's a cool thing on that level. And so with the conventions, going back to that, one thing that they announced that we saw this week in the news was that on May 4th, they are finally going to be publicly announcing or revealing, I should say, where the convention for next year is going to be located. So we will find out, everyone together at the same time. If my suspicion, I am not spilling the beans here because I have not been officially told yet, technically, but if we look at all the past conventions that we did, Orlando, Anaheim, Orlando, Los Angeles, Orlando, I have a feeling because of the opening of Star Wars Land at Disneyland next year, plus the episode 9 gonna play next year, so I think that there's high chances that it might be Anaheim, but don't hold don't not hold your breath, that's waiting. What's the expression I'm trying to think of here? Don't sign it with blood or whatever it is. This is my speculation. So on May 4th, we'll find out if I was right, and then we can talk about more in depth of what we're going to be doing, because yes, we are going to be going back next year. We have some ideas we've been throwing around and different things. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So May 4th, we have to wait for Lucasfilm to announce officially to the public what we're going to be doing with that. And so I already talked about the 100th posts, so that's really cool on that. And then what else? Oh, I posted on Tuesday, I did a live series, the first of What's in the Box videos, and it was the opening of the box that had the series 2 wave 1 of Hasbro's vintage action figures, which are here. I don't know if you could see them. Let me see. Oh, there they are. So I have yet to have put them on my wall. I'll be doing that later in the week. And so that's a separate video that you can go see either on the site or on the YouTube channel. That was a fun video. It's about an hour, and it shows you my reviews basically at the same time, my comments. And at the end of the video, there's a funny little moment of me with my OCD explaining how I got irritated when Hasbro changed the designs of the sizes of their packaging. It's pretty funny, so you might want to check that out. And then we also posted, archived this week, the Counting Darth Vader's video that I had done last week, which was basically finding out how many variations of Darth Vader or figures of Darth Vader that I have in my collection. So we're going to be doing the next one this week, which is the Rebels from Tantive 4 ships. So I guess they're the Rebel, not soldiers, what were they called? The Rebel something. My God, my memory is so bad today. I'm having like a real brain fart here. The Rebel soldiers, I'm going to say, but I know it's not that. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The guys with the white domes. Do I have one here in my collection? Hold on here. I don't see it. Anyway. So that's the next one that we're going to count. That's this week. Then, let's see, non-site news. Friday, I went to Walmart again and to Toys R Us Canada. Toys R Us Canada is still open. It's not bankrupt like in the States and Europe. So, but again, they had, for the second week in a row, zero solo toys. Nothing with the new yellow, packaging. It was really frustrating. I was expecting, okay, well, at least after a week, they're going to be starting putting, but no, nothing. I did see a Darth Vader helmet, which is a really nice helmet, but I have the Don Post fiberglass Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader helmet in my collection already. So to buy a second one, especially like at $160, I think it is in Canada or something, it wasn't worth it. So I'm going to pass on that. But that's the only new thing I saw in store. It was pretty sad. So there's nothing in terms of that. What I did find, which was one of the reasons I did go online, and I'm sure that maybe some of you went to get this as well, if you're gamers like I am as well, and you have a PS4. I went to buy myself, here we go, look at this. I got a PS Pro version of God of War. I've been delaying, wanting, the logo's in the way, but here's the box. It's a nice box, and then the art of the game. The game is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. It makes me think a lot of Last of Us. It's very similar to that, and so I've been putting off buying a PS Pro for a long time, and then when this came out, then I said, okay, it's the right opportunity. My Uncharted PS4 sort of like died on me last year, and so I said, okay, well, might as well get this. And so I've been playing just a little bit. I'm like a little past the first level, but it's more like a story this time. It's not really levels. It's I might do like a a live video one time with you guys and showing you what the game looks like at some point. But I want to concentrate on the site, obviously, and get that going before I start skipping dioramas and going into PS4, and then I'll get people who are waiting for diorama pictures to be upset at me because I'm spending all my time playing games and all that. But anyhow, so that's what I got this week. And then the last thing on my notes that I wanted to talk about is tonight on HBO, Sunday, is the premiere of Westworld. Season 2. So I don't know if you are fans like I am. I have been a fan of Westworld since Yul Brynner's movie from the 70s. I have it on Blu-ray. I've watched that at least more than 10 times. If you haven't watched it yet, watch it. It's cheesy, but it's really cool. And so the season 2 comes out starting tonight. So after I finish this, I'm going to head up and watch that. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to continue doing lots of posts all week and doing that not Imperial. Imperial is the evil guys. Rebel Starfleet. What is... God, I'm trying to think of the name. Why can't I think of the name? Anyway, so I'm going to be posting, doing the counting of that guy. Just check the website. It's a lot easier. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff. And then tune in for another Week in Review next Sunday night. And then I'll talk about what happened during this coming week, okay? So thanks for tuning in, and talk to you soon, okay? Ciao, guys.